everyone. Today is going to be a quick message. And I've already been thinking of the downloads and how they involve relationships, but more than anything, your hobbies. Yeah, your career, hobby, passion. I feel like that is all conjuncted into one union. So that Okay, group 1, hi, you chose this reading. 7 of Pentacles is your card with gracious receptivity. So this card specifically talks about being grateful and about being really receptive when it comes to your blessings and not missing the point and why you're being given the opportunities you're being given, even if it seems like the big opportunity that you've been chasing isn't there yet. And the 7 of Pentacles is going to be about, it's also about receiving, but being grateful about receiving brings me to this point with this gracious receptivity card. Let's look it up. Okay, so the card reads as it says. He climbed up, dreamed of great results, but the surroundings overwhelmed him. He looked as one who is exhausted and despondent, and once the eyes are closed, the nightmare awakens him. Only his courage is strong enough to move away the gloom and doldrums. As he does not want to die of thirst, he must learn to drink from all glasses. So drinking from all glasses here, with all these opportunities, not just the one that you want to reach or your say destination. Let's finish reading. And as he desires purity, he must know how to bathe even in dirty waters. So the bathing on dirty waters tells me that you must go deep within your shadow work to see, like, you're being given this chance to, per se, be okay with being by yourself. I don't know, in this new career or adventure path, or however you want to call it, and be able to balance within yourself. So okay, Spirit is showing me like how you're in a field alone maybe, and you gotta practice your soccer before you even go into the job that you already applied to a few jobs or soccer trainer and you got it, and obviously they gave you the green light, but they're making you wait for some reason, and it doesn't make sense. You must spend time with yourself alone, practicing how you would like to be treated, especially if you're doing this with kids or youth. Seeing that if it's something that you're going to share with the world and the younger versions of yourself, then first dive deep into that shadow work, and then so you can receive all of these cups that we just read that are being given to you, you know. Also, I want to say that the gracious receptivity, it's about seeing like the part of you that kind of embarrasses you a little bit, that maybe you like singing to teach for a verse if it's younger little kids, and you're kind of embarrassed to be seen as like an amateur in front of the parents, for example, when you're in a training. And that's saying something with this card of not being ashamed of your own beliefs. You believe that's gonna work, and that's how it worked for you as a little kid, maybe, or that's how you would have liked it, and fuck whatever everyone thinks. When they see their children really learning and going for it, there's gonna be gratitude and gracious receptivity. So that's all I have for you. Let me know what resonates. Comment a little heart or whatever you wanna, if you wanna support this channel. ¿Qué onda? Group 2, welcome to your reading. You got Awakening Awareness and 7 of Wands. So I'm hearing that Awakening Awareness has to do with your family patterns that you've been breaking. I see a lot of patterning also, and so that's what's coming through this download right now. This is the moment to maybe talk to your family members about something. Okay, it doesn't have to be family members. It could be your roommates, whoever you're sharing space with daily. So let's look up your card, the 7 of Wands in here. It says, one who lives open and bright is to always look for a worthy enemy, for he at the time invites flocks of criticism, hatred, and condemnation. One then is to be capable of improper hatred at first glance, and having found the enemy out, not to expect any indulgence. Should one not be ashamed of unbeliefs, even if they fail? For hence, the world of one emerges as victorious. So there's a lot of like win and lose energy that I'm feeling with this card, and past trauma on resentment for not being validated or accepted by family or whoever you grew up with, grandparents, aunts, uncles, older siblings, anything, roommates too, because that's kind of like a constellation. I would advise for you to look up family constellation services, or if you know somebody, like book one. These are really helpful to see like who are you projecting like a movie, your old past traumas into these people that you hang out with every day, you know. And that is what the 7 of Pentacles is telling me, that you're always like kind of watching your back from an enemy. This could also be your job area if you're living alone, but this is for a very small portion of you. For the biggest portion of this group, it is whoever you're with, you know, whoever you're hanging out with every day or living with. And the awakened awareness is bringing us to that, you know, like bringing to these patterns being overseen and coming to the middle so you can alchemize and eventually end them. So I would recommend that you look up help, but if you know how to look up a meditation, and I really ask, I'm seeing Archangel Gabriel, for those of you that are into archangels. And yeah, I'm not really into that, so, but I do believe it's just not my often tool to connect to spirit, but for a lot of you it is, and I have used it before, and I feel that it's coming through right now for some reason. Like, do your archangel meditation if you already know who, but I'm hearing Gabriel. So also what I want to say is that this is controversial, but some of you do medicine, and this will help you see, kind of like a therapy I'm talking about. The therapy I'm talking about can be given by yourself, and it can be even by your, say some of you are dancers, you can dance and be in that trance and do it, or you can seek up plant medicine with the plant beings and ask for permission and respectfully take their insight and their awakened awareness that they're always having, okay? So the 7 of Pentacles is telling me to like just not be afraid of your own criticism, because this might be internal. Eventually it is, you know, but the projection that I'm trying to make a point of right now here is look up for the internal fear that you have of like, oh, if I'm not validated, then I'm gonna be kicked out of here or be all alone or whatever example, you know. But yes, look it up and be okay with being by yourself. Medicine may help. I'm not saying what medicine, okay. But yeah, that's all I have for you. Comment with a little mushroom if you resonate with this. Thank you. Hi, group number 3. You chose this reading. You got alignment for your first card, and I'm already seeing that this has to do a lot with your health. So if you've been thinking of doing water rituals, please do so, because I think we just had a new moon, and those are perfect to start anew. Like her to cut hair, to cut ties, like really literal ties. But yes, I would recommend that, because I'm seeing a lot of blue here, and it doesn't mean anything, but you know, the throat is connected to health feelings, health tears. So if you needed to cry, please do. If it's not a water ritual, it might be an internal water element release, which is the tears, right? The crying. And I would say that whatever is coming for you right now, it's gonna be having to do with just the throat chakra and the gesture that you do. Maybe some of you sing, some of you do like trainings where you have to scream to the players to like motivate and tell them, and you know, and some of you are music orchestra directors, like kind of like that feeling. I'm feeling that you're throwing and then like just the signs. Tap into your animalistic self, which is, you know, what we release from our throats, how we feel our willpower as creatures. And you got 3 of Swords. Let's see, 3 of Swords. A choice made in spite of feelings may be both a cowardly gesture or a bold step towards liberation from dependence. What if the feelings are ruthlessly suppressed by a tyrannical mind, like a tyrant mind, suppressed by it, you know, your own dictator? Or contrariwise, what if the mind has managed to find a way out of the impasse of harmful attachments? In any case, parting with illusions is a painful step. You gotta break some old beliefs and not think that everything has to probably have a consequence. If you enjoy yourself, if you enjoy your healing, that is what the pattern is for. Breaking the old paradigm and enjoying your healing, not believing that you have to always do shadow work to heal. That's what I'm hearing with this card, the 3 of Swords. More like what can you enjoy, you know, to heal, to accept who you are, and to not let your own dictator mind be perfectionist on your ass and be all analytical of every little thing that you're doing to heal. Because some of that means having fun, some of that means screaming, some of that means kicking around, jumping, you know, like some of it doesn't seem mature enough. I'm hearing some of you have been called amateurs, late bloomers, but I'm reminding you right here that it is time for you to take that that ownership of what the gesture is for you, you know, for the liberation, like the card says, like what is liberating you from old past things that have said before that you are stupid or you are not serious. Because your shadow work is gonna be transmuting a lot of the heart. This healing right here, the center, I know you might think it's the solar plexus because it's kind of the center of the body, but it's the heart, and it's what connects the lower chakra, the primal instinct, the root, the sacral, and the plexus, to the throat, the third eye, the crown, and up and beyond above the crown. So the heart chakra is going to be key, And this Three of Swords is saying, don't be afraid to express any gesture. Be a child again, because that's how it has to do with the child healing. It always does, right? For everyone, the healing starts when you remember stuff and you start in the root, and we stop blaming other relations. And that is what I have for you. You might have to do a little crying, like I said, or screaming. For everyone, it's different. You don't have to be a crying for 2 hours. You can cry for 5 minutes, and that's enough to release. You'll know how much you need to release. It doesn't mean that you have to keep remembering sad stuff or anger shit to keep crying and to get all the water out. It just comes in waves. If you know what I mean, girls, like it comes in waves, and then you release, and then you have plenty of water to express with emotions. Water is emotions. Some of you want to say go to the beach and maybe be by yourself a little bit there in a camp, in a tent, and maybe cry a little. But that's what I'm hearing for you, group 3. I feel like you are in the right path of healing. It is very active, as you can see. You are receiving help from your spirit guides, so there's nothing to worry about. Play, talk to them, sing to them, be like, just channel some voice sounds through me, spirit, and that's gonna be enough too. It doesn't have to be the cry, yeah? But the life and passion cry, which is the voice. Okay, if anything resonated, comment with a spiral, which is the sign for the throat, for the voice. Thank you, and see you next time.